This is the DJ Henderson podcast. Today's guest is a Lakeland, Florida native and a brother of mine. We played basketball together since we were in 5th grade, and after graduating from Lakeland High School, he made his way to Eastern Nazerene College in Massachusetts. Pat Taylor, welcome to the show, bro.
What's up, bro? My name is Patrick Taylor from Lakeland, Florida.
Yes, sir. Tell everybody about yourself growing up in Lakeland. How was it like? All that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Lakeland, a rough city to grow up in. It ain't like Chicago or nothing like that, but it's a lot of hatred in Lakeland. Everybody not for everybody. So it took a lot, but I kept myself motivated. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I like where I'm at right now.
For sure. What was it like growing up in your house? Like, what was your house like?
My house is. I love my house. Everybody in my house. Like my parents has been with me all my life. Both of my parents, my siblings. I got 6 siblings, but only one got the same mom and dad as me. But yeah, my mom and dad came to every one of my games. My family, we're a good family.
Shout out to Ms. Lydia. Shout out to Coach Pat. Patient, everybody. For sure.
Yeah.
Talk about playing football growing up. Who you played Little League for? What your Little League experience was like?
I played football before basketball. That was my first love, playing football. But I played with the Lakeland Storm. I played with the Hurricanes. Played with the Polk County Titans. I played with the Mudbury Panthers. That's all I played with.
How you started?
How did I start? I started flag with the Storm. And it was like I had went out there for trials and I didn't even want to play. Then I went out there and I just started running. And then I just fell in love with it. Then my dad became the coach and yep.
How'd you start playing basketball?
I started playing basketball, playing recreational at Simple like right down the road from my house, like right across the street. And I used to just go over there every day and just shoot. And then I played my first game when I was like 4 or 5. And then I played till I was like 13, 14 in like a recreational league.
Talk about like all the athletes that's from Lakeland.
Yeah, it's a lot. We got a lot of athletes, and good athletes in Lakeland. A lot of them didn't really go that far because grades and stuff. But we got like Corey Sanders, Dwayne Bacon, Luke Henderson, Rashard Henderson, all them players. You know, like for my city, all my other like great players. I love how they come back to the city and play with us, like pick up and like they like teach us little stuff when they come. I love my city, how everybody just come together where the athletes come back and like give back.
What is it like being able to like to be close, like being up close and personal with those kind of guys? Like, how does it make you
Kind of
feel?
like it's kind of shocking because like with like Dwayne Bacon for instance, he like real cool. Like I got his number, and I feel like I can call him whenever. He like a bigger brother than me, and that's real cool to me that a famous NBA player take his time out to talk to me whenever I need somebody to talk to. And Corey Sanders, he a real cool dude. Used to get in the gym with him before I came to college. It's just like a plus to me that I get like the game from them, and like they just teach me everything that I need to know.
We talked about Bacon, Corey Sanders, like for sure. I know for sure those guys motivate you, other guys in y'all city, because when I first like seen them, like I remember we had practice at Cent one day, and they came in the gym, and like I'm not from Lakeland, so I ain't know who they was for real, but I seen like everybody in the gym just flock to him, like everybody's trying to talk to him, take pictures, all that. And I ain't know what the deal was. I ain't know who they was. But Coach Paul, he told me who they were. He was like, if you work hard, you could be like that. And that was like motivation to me because I ain't know who they was. But that day, like I found out who they was, and then like that was when they was really starting to blow up on like home team hoops, all that kind of stuff. Because that was probably like 6th grade, 7th grade for me. So that's probably like 9th, 10th type for them. So I know for sure they motivate a lot of kids, a lot of guys in y'all city to just keep going, make it to the top. For sure.
You know?
Talking about AAU ball playing with the FAR.
Yeah, the fire. I feel like the fire made me the man I am today. The fire taught me how to grow up, mature, be a good man, a good basketball player. Like if it wasn't for the fire, I wouldn't be who I am today.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody at the far too, cause
Yeah,
being like I'm from Tampa and being able to come like me and Pat played together really fifth grade, sixth grade, seventh grade, eighth
I
grade, ninth
agree.
grade, 10th grade. Like we've been together for years. But I started coming to Lakeland. I met Coach Paul. Shout out to Coach Paul. I met Coach Paul,
Mm-hmm.
and in middle school, I was coming from Tampa to Lakeland like 3 times a week during the week. So I used to be in the car doing homework on the way to practice, doing homework back from practice, getting home super late. Because it's like a 45-minute drive. So I was doing that a couple times a week. My dad was taking me every time we had practice. But like everybody there embraced me from the start. It always felt like home. Um, I loved it. I loved playing for the Fire all those years. Tell everybody about our Fire teams and all the guys that we play with that's doing big things now, playing football, basketball, whatever the case.
Yeah, for instance, Brandon Gant, he plays defensive back at Florida State right now. He's like one of my childhood best friends. I knew Brandon since I was like 4 or 5. I started playing football with him. Brendan actually gave my first concussion playing football. But yeah, Brendan a good dude. I actually went to high school with him too, my freshman and sophomore year at Kathleen. Yeah, Brendan is like a brother to me. I can talk to him any day, anytime. Yeah, Brendan again. Luke Anderson. I met Luke in like the 6th grade. I played high school basketball with him my junior year at Lakeland. And we went pretty far in the season. Not as far as we wanted. We lost the Warriors. But yeah, he at South Florida right now, University of South Florida. And who else? And that's pretty much my
Keyshawn,
shit. Oh yeah. Keyshawn Bryant. He make Keyshawn like 5th grade. Yeah, South Carolina right now. He gonna be in the draft next year. Keyshawn a great player. I actually played with Keyshawn this summer. I hooped with him a couple times.
pick up.
Yeah.
Talk to me about getting to Kathleen. What it was like when you first got to Kathleen.
Okay, so my 8th grade year, and my 8th grade, it was like a K through 12 school, so I could play high school basketball my 8th grade year. So my 8th grade year, I played like 5 games on varsity, and I was gonna stay, but like the coach and my mom had got like an altercation, so like I went down to JV, and I was gonna stay, but my mom didn't let me, so I transferred to Kathleen. And Kathleen, my freshman year, it was hard because like they had all the older guys, all the players like Pooh Bear, CJ, everybody like it was like hard on me in practice, get me better, like the one-on-one full courts, all that made me good, like a better point guard. But my freshman year playing with Coach Thomas, he was like my AU coach for like 3 years. And it just like it taught me a lot my freshman year. It humbled me, made me a better person, a better player. And I just like got the game of high school real fast. And I played big boy minutes my freshman year. In my 10th grade year, I had a big role. Me and Rob Bogan. Yeah, I won it right now. We were the top 2 scorers on the team. Yeah, we had a great season my sophomore year.
Talk to everybody. Shout out to Coach T. Shout out. Tell everybody what kind of coach he was. Coach T ref about 6 or 7 of my games last year, bro.
Real?
Real.
It's crazy.
Tell everybody about Coach T.
I think he got like 2 or 3 of mine. Yeah, Coach T, he a great dude. I can talk to him anytime I want. Really, he'll answer the phone anytime. Coach T, a great dude. He taught me a lot. He taught me about the Kathleen basketball tradition, about like the defense and how I see the court. He also told me not to like put too much on myself because I used to get down real fast when I turn over the ball and stuff. Coach T is a great dude and a great coach.
Coach T, Coach T and Coach Paul like helped my game so much. Like when
Uh,
I played with the Fire, like Coach Paul and Coach T was always on me hard all the time. Like telling me be aggressive and like play with confidence and stuff like that. Because it seemed like to me looking back on it now, it was just like they seen something in me that I ain't really seeing myself. Like I wasn't thinking that I could be really good or nothing like that. I was just kind of just playing, having fun with all us. You know, we was just boys, so we was just having fun. But they instilled a lot of like confidence in me, discipline, playing defense for sure. But yeah, shout out to Coach T and Coach Paul. What Big Pat was talking about when you decided to go to Kathleen instead of Lakeland?
It was a lot because like he wanted me to play football at Lakeland. Like my whole family, like my uncles and stuff went to Lakeland High School. Like, I just didn't Lakeland. I didn't want to go to Lakeland. It just wasn't for me. I don't think. It was a lot though. He was telling me every day how he didn't like me at Kathleen. He sometimes went wear my like the colors or the shirts to the games and stuff. It was a lot. It was a lot. He did not like that.
So what made you end up making the decision to go to Lakeland?
It was really my dad idea. Like the end of my sophomore year and like going into my junior year, I played like summer league with Kathleen. And like it wasn't gonna be a good year that year. We only had like 3 returning players. It was me and Brandon Gant, really best players on the team. And like Lakeland High School that year, they had got like three transfers, and they had Luke Henderson. So like all them guys was over there, all my like childhood friends that I played with. So my dad thought that like if I went over there, like it would be easy for me to get recruited and stuff. So then my mom and my dad put me in my room and they asked me like, did I want to transfer? And I told them nah. I told them if I went to Lakeland, I wasn't gonna play basketball. But yeah, we had moved. We moved like right down the road from Lakeland. Yep, I started at Lakeland my junior year. Yep.
What was it like playing for Coach Hen at Lakeland?
Playing for Coach Hen, it was great. Coach Hen is a great coach. He let you play your game. He was very hard on me though, but like it just made me a better person, a better player. But yeah, playing for it was different from Kathleen because my roles changed my junior year. Because my sophomore and freshman year, I was like a scoring guard, but at my junior year, I was like just creating, scoring like when I needed to. It was different.
So when you like your junior and senior year, it was more so like you leading, not necessarily just scoring.
Well, my senior year it was different. My junior year, I was just leading, but my senior year, I was leading. I had to do basically everything my senior year. I had to guard the 5 my senior year. I bung up the ball and then I guarded the big man my senior year. It was crazy.
Big Pat.
Yeah. Crazy. It's crazy, man.
Well, what did you learn playing with Luke? Like what was one of the main things that you learned playing with him?
The one thing I learned with Luke was just like, I mean, I wouldn't say it's never a bad shot, but like when you're a shooter like him and like confidence, you can just get a shot up whenever you create like room and space and stuff. But Luke taught me a lot. You know, he taught me to shoot with confidence. He taught me to get up on my shot, and he just taught me like almost everything. He had like a shooter machine, all that. He made my game. He expanded my game a lot. Him and his dad, and like his dad like worked at Southeastern College down the road from me. So like we just got in the gym anytime. My junior year, playing with Luke.
What was the overall experience at Lakeland like? Just being around like all your childhood friends like Jay, Reese, like all the guys. Like what was it like just going there and playing with them also?
It was so different. It was fun too. We had fun every day. We would talk about the memories every day. We would do everything together. Like it was a real family. And yeah, I loved it.
The memories, man. We could talk about that's something we could talk about forever, bro. Like we played together for like our whole childhood, really, like probably like 6, 7, 8 years. I was just talking to Nico about it on the show. Like it's just like those are just the best times, really. It was just so fun. Like playing basketball was fun. Being around each other was fun. Like as we got older, it just changed a little. Like everybody got to live their own life, like all that kind of stuff. It was definitely hard for me. Like as I got older, like just not being around y'all boys as much. Like you know everybody. Like it's still love for everybody, but just everybody on their own time. sometimes you don't talk to people that often, like all kind of stuff. But I think all us, like we all doing big things, doing good things. So I'm proud of everybody. Describe your game to somebody that's never seen you play.
My game, I'm a big guard. People like when they see me, like I lost like weight now, but like, I'm a big guard, and like when people see me, they think I'm kind of slow. Like I got a very fast, quick stuff. Like I create, like I've been told I got a high IQ, like, cause I'm really known for my passes, and like I really known from getting to the hole and finishing with contact, cause I'm kind of like a bigger guard. And I'm known to knock down the open shot. That's really my game, to create and knock down the open shot.
Bro used to be dropping dimes jit days when he was playing. Sure.
Yeah, bro. Had
That
to.
used to make it easy for me. All I had to do was run. He's gonna put in money every time. If you could tell yourself one thing as a freshman starting over high school, what would you tell yourself?
To take my freshman year more serious. 'Cause my freshman year, I didn't really care about my grades. I just was having fun. And I didn't like my freshman year, I used to have C's and all that, like C's, A's, and B's. But after my freshman year, I kind of like got like better with my grades and had like A, B on the road. But if I took my freshman year more serious, my GPA would have been higher. I probably would have got more like offers and stuff my senior year. But I'll take my freshman year more serious.
You just touched on it, but tell everybody how important it is to be in the books and on top of your grades, especially in
Yeah.
high school.
Yeah, it's very important to be on your books and stuff because it's gonna hurt you in the long run. And for me, the freshman year, everybody told me this, but I ain't really like paid attention. But your freshman year is your most important year, like that starts your GPA.
Your last AAU season, you played with T-Mac team, and I seen that y'all went to China. How was that experience? How was the experience playing for T-Mac's team? What does T-Mac mean to you as a Polk County kid, and what was it like going to China?
Playing with T-Man team, it took me a lot of places, like going to China, but like taught me a lot. He came to a couple of our practices, and he was actually there when we was in China. But like he playing with the team, playing with Coach Eric Robinson, it was a great experience. Cause he was hard on me. He got me like a couple of colleges. Like that's when I really started getting recruited. Like playing with T-Mac team, it was a lot. I loved it though. It wasn't a fire, but it was basically the fire. I loved it. And with T Mac, it was great playing with T Mac. Just having his name on our shirt got us a lot of recognition, and like him to like come and give back to us and to take us to China and stuff was great. I loved it.
Yeah, he like a real legend in China. Like,
Yeah.
not probably not more than he is in America, but people love him in China.
It's crazy because when we was over there in China, we was like playing against these Chinese players, and then he walked in the gym, and then like they literally stopped playing. Like everybody ran to him. It was so crazy. It was so crazy. Like everybody like ran to him and crowded him.
Did you ever think basketball would take you somewhere like that, take you that far?
I never thought basketball would take me this far. It was crazy because like, bro, I decided I was gonna go like 3 days before because I was like, I'm scared of heights. So I would never want to get on a plane, and it was like a 16-hour flight. So and I was like, my mom asked me if I was gonna go, and I was like, nah, I can't do it. And then like all the parents were telling me like, you never know when next time you'll be able to go to China. So yeah, I just did it. It was crazy, man.
Yeah, that's a real once in a lifetime opportunity. Like,
Yeah,
uh,
I'm glad I went.
I'm glad you
I
went.
loved it though. I loved it. It was nice.
What was it like getting to Eastern Nazarene?
It was very good. When I came up here, I visited in January, and I loved it. It was like it felt like home. Everybody welcoming, everybody nice. I think I shook like it's not that big of a school, but I think I shook like almost everybody hand on campus when I came up here. I was with the players the whole day, and I watched the game, and I just loved it.
How is it adjusting from Florida to being in Massachusetts?
It's very crazy. Like I'm so far away from home, but then like it gets cold here real fast. Like you never know. You never know. Like it'd be hot one day, then the next morning it's cold. So like yes, it's very. I had to adjust real fast.
How did you get on their radar? Like, how did the coaches see you and find you and start recruiting you?
Really, me and my mom, we did all my recruitment. So like, I was just on Twitter, and then I DM'd the coach, and then I was just talking to him, and then he wanted me to come on a visit, and then I was talking to him, and then I just went up there and visited. Then I went up there and visited in January, then I committed in March. Yeah, me and my mom did all my recruiting and those.
Man, people don't understand. They think it's just like it's just gonna come to them a lot of times when it comes to recruiting. But if you're
Uh,
not if you're not like a 5-star, 4-star, like if you're not already if your name not already like buzzing already, it's kind of hard to just pick up like just random like how you're recruiting pick up randomly. But if you put
that's crazy.
if you get your hands dirty and send out your film, send out letters to coaches, emails, all that kind of stuff, like doing it yourself. Like it might not be easy. It take time, of course. It take a long time doing questionnaires, stuff like that. But if you really want it, that's something you would do. And clearly you really wanted it and that worked out for you. What has it been like getting used to the college lifestyle?
I mean, I loved it. I kind of adjusted fast. It's just like being so far away from home and not seeing my family. That's what's really hard. But like just all that work and stuff. I'm adjusting to that work, but like that's different. Like all these essays and like all these meetings and stuff. That's what I had to adjust to.
How important is being able to manage your time in college?
That's very important, bro. Because if you can't manage your time, but it's gonna be college is gonna be so rough. And I learned that as a already, and I only been here for a month. But like, yeah, it took me about a week to learn and like manage my time. But I've been doing good so far though. Like getting my all my work turned in and the workouts and the team meetings and stuff. It's a lot to adjust to, but I feel like I'm doing good with it though. Already.
Once you just figure out what all you got to do and just like get everything in order, it ain't hard at all. I mean, I ain't gonna say it ain't hard at all, but it's not as hard as people make it out to be once you figure out. Like you just got to figure
Yeah.
out what your system is, like what you got to do, and that's it. All figure itself out. What are your goals going into your freshman season?
Freshman season, I want to be freshman player of the year for my conference, and I want to I'm not gonna say be the leading scorer, but I want to be like top three, and I want to lead, have the most assists, and like take my team as far as we can go. It's really my goals in my freshman year, in the learn really, just to learn about the game of college basketball because college is different from high school,
It's a
different like shot clock, all that.
it's a lot. It's a lot different. It's like the same game, but it's just everything. Like first, is more intense. Like you gotta have energy every day at practices. You gotta have energy all the time. It's just everything's just a little bit up, but you gonna be fine for sure. You just gotta put the work in and don't let nothing shake your confidence. Like my last year, my freshman year, I wasn't playing to my ability just because I was in my own head. But like if you
Mm-hmm.
hit like a rough patch in your season, bro, you gotta just like fight through it. Remember why they wanted you there, why you there. Remember that you could really play. Like don't let nobody or nothing like shake your confidence. Because once you like kind of lose your confidence a little, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a long season for real.
Yeah, appreciate that.
What would be your advice to somebody just trying to make it?
Somebody trying to make it to get better every day, and don't think somebody gonna get you recruited. You got to do it on your own. That's how I feel. Cause like a couple of my homeboys found out the hard way like that. They were just waiting on people to get them recruited and get their name out there. But just do it yourself and just reach out to people. That's the best way than just staying home and not doing anything and just to get better the next day.
All right, now we're gonna do the speed round just to wrap it up.
Mm-hmm.
What's your number one favorite thing to do in your free time?
Play video games,
What you be playing, bro?
playing 2K, Madden. I can't play shooting games. I die too fast, bro. I can't play shooting games. I don't like that.
Who are your top 5 favorite rappers out right now?
Favorite rappers, I say No Cap, Lil Baby, Hot Boy, Ride Wave, and I say probably Gunna.
Gunna. That's
Yeah.
a solid 5. That's one of the top 5s we done had on here. Messing with that 5. What was your favorite player your senior season?
Versus my rivalry, Kathleen, I shot a three-pointer and I turned it around before it went in. That was my favorite play.
Man,
Jim went crazy.
I'm gonna try to put that video somewhere. I'm gonna find that video. I'm gonna put it somewhere. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but that was a crazy video. When you posted that video, I watched the video probably about 5 times straight. My dog was hooping.
It was crazy.
My dog was hooping. I know you was feeling it.
What? I had 30 that night.
30 ball walk?
Had to, bro. It was crazy.
What do you see yourself doing after basketball?
After basketball, I want to be a businessman. Like I want to have a lot of an entrepreneur, really, or have a lot of businesses so I can have money coming in from like various ways. I can like just give back to my community. I want to also have like an AAU team, like a place to get players better and stuff like that. Kids in my community.
For sure. What's your major right now?
My major, business and my minor sports management.
My major business too. What's your go-to order at Wing Spot?
The wing spot, I get the 5-finger combo with 14K Cajun ranch, and I just get 14K on the fries with a lemonade. You gotta get the lemonade.
Gotta get the lemonade.
Got to.
Who's been the biggest influence in your life this far?
The biggest influence, I'd say probably Coach Paul. Coach Paul been my biggest influence.
Shout out to Coach Paul.
But
In your opinion, like, what do you think you need to improve on the most in your game?
my game, I need to improve on. I mean, I'm conditioned, but like if I can keep on toning up my body, I feel like I'll be a better guard. Cause like then I'll just be quicker on the floor, jump higher, just to make my overall game better. If I just keep losing weight and tone up my body.
Sure.
Yep.
If you could meet and spend a day with 3 people, dead or alive, who would they be and why?
I say Michael Jordan because he just was the greatest basketball player to me, and I feel like I can just learn a lot from him, and I just feel like he's a cool dude. Who else? I say Martin Lawrence because that's like my favorite actor. He funny, and like yeah, Martin Lawrence. And who else? I say probably Martin Luther King just because how he like outlook, how he seen everything, how he hoped for the best, and it's like his dream came true. Yep.
For sure. That's a good top 3 too. Yeah, look at you. What? Well, bro, all right, that's about it for the show. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being a part of this. I appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
Tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
You can find me on Instagram at Pat.Taylor2. Pat.Taylor2, and Twitter it's Patty Walk 4. And yeah, that's about it.
Yes, sir. Pat Taylor, Eastern Nazerene College. Shout out, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro.